Hey, this is Notser. This is the Tier 5 Arpeggio of Blue Steel Kongo class battleship, Haruna. She has 8 356mm guns, 22 secondary guns, 34 AA defense rating, a surface detect of 16.2 kilometers, top speed 30 knots, total hull 54,100. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main battery, increase main battery accuracy, reduce the chance of flood and fire. For my commander, situation awareness, faster turret traverse, and superintendent. We are on the map Two Brothers, and I've been working through the Arpeggio of Blue Steel missions. The North American realm finally got access to Haruna and Kirishima, so it's been fun. They're just Kongo class battleships for anyone who's not interested. These are just two Kongo, and it is 2 games, 2 Kongo class battleships, and they're pretty good games, I'd say. Now this enemy Pensacola, he's at long range, we lead him 1.5-ish, he's moving away, we only get 1 shell, but that 1 shell's for 10,000 points of damage, and I'll take that. Now, you might recognize the voice. This is the voice actress for the character Haruna in the Arpeggio of Blue Steel anime, and I kind of like her voice. It's a much more reasonable voice, I'd say. It's not super high-pitched. I actually can understand what she's saying. I have no idea what it means, but it's much more reasonable, I'd say, for me personally. And we engage again on the enemy Pensacola. No Citadel, but we do get 8,700 points of damage. And he's still willing to show a pretty wide berth of his ship. It's like, yeah, perfect broadside. I'm going to be able to punish this. You could just see the range. This is a fast battleship. Oh, he's taken out. These are fast battleships. Their range is extreme for Tier 5. And he didn't appreciate that kill. And it's not BS, it's just the angling of your ship. Players are skilled enough to be able to find the waterline and penetrate your armor. But I tried to fire at the enemy destroyer. I let him just a little bit too much. That's sort of the trick. Is he turning away? Is he trying to avoid something? You gotta be careful not to just over-predict your firing. Sometimes just firing with the assumption they're going full speed or fully stopped is the best course of action. Now, the next target, I'm going, okay, we have a Kongo or a Cleveland. Kongo is much more flat, showing much more side. However, he's got 6 kilometers on the Cleveland, and I just would prefer a closer target. So I decided, you know what, let's fire at the Cleveland. It's not ideal. He's going behind the island. Maybe we can hit him. We don't. And I say, you know what? We're closer to the Kongo than we were previously. There is an enemy destroyer somewhere close by in the northwest quadrant. Just, you can see him on the minimap, his last known position. And we gotta be careful. Enemy New Mexico is also coming into range. And that enemy Kongo is turning away. So this New Mexico is actually probably gonna be a better target to fire on with this particular salvo. And for those who don't know, the Arpeggio, it has little like anime or animation style gun flashes and fire on the deck. It still has that standard fire graphic. If you choose to keep it on, I don't really care. I've seen some really crazy UI elements. That's nothing. That doesn't bug me at all. And we get okay damage on the New Mexico. Friendly destroyer is in the area. He sent out his torpedoes, which is going to be effective. And I'm just trying to get a little bit of damage, maybe set him up to die to those torpedoes, because it looks like he's going to get hit by 2 of them. And 2 should not be enough to kill him. 2 is definitely not enough to kill him. He's still available for me to fire, and my front guns are slowly rotating. One thing that is nice with the NA missions, I'm sure European and Asian have already gone through these, but they give a 6 skill commander right off the bat, so you can get up to level 3, which is great. You can get superintendent, you can have access to the faster turret traverse, and oh nice, almost 10,000 points of damage. We basically did the remaining hit points to that enemy battleship, and that felt good. So we're doing pretty good over here. 1 kill, we set up another kill, we got pretty dominant position over here. I feel pretty good, so I'm gonna head over to the east side of the map where we have pressure right now imminent on the C point. and there's only a battleship and a destroyer defending it. Now, as I'm going over there, of course I'm going to engage this enemy Kongo. It's very rare for a tier 5 battleship to have this range, and previously I didn't have the skill to even take advantage of it. And I predicted he would try and move near his max speed, but he was not going his max speed. He actually slowed down. But you know what? I'm not going to fall for this. I think he just sped back up. So I'm going to try and fire with the exact same lead, give or take, against the target. And we're going to see how it works out. Now, it looks like I could have led a little bit more than I end up doing, but it's going to hit the target, right? Of course not. It disperses all over the area except on the ship. You can't make this up. You know, there still is a very real RNG factor into the game the farther the target is away. Now, the closer it is, you sort of limit the possibilities, and that's what I try and do. That's why I'm so aggressive. That's why I have so much success. I really do prefer to be up close and personal and just take the target out immediately. Now, this enemy Mayhand, he's coming towards us at an angle a little bit. I tried to chain fire a little bit, and we got lucky with the last two turrets getting much closer and ultimately landing on the target and taking him out. And I believe he was visible because a friendly destroyer was in the area but is no longer. He's dead. So I'm moving forward. This Shors is showing a lot of side, and he's of course a Soviet cruiser, and Soviet cruisers are great at dying, and he's backing up. Oh, you silly, silly Soviet cruiser. I really enjoy killing Soviet cruisers, and I fire just before the enemy Farragut shows up. He comes to a stop, we get a citadel, we knock out his propulsion, 10,000 points of damage, but I really do prefer to go after destroyers, even though I feel like I can take out the Shors as well. The destroyer is really the better target. And that doesn't matter if it's ranked or random or what have you. Destroyers really are the stronger class. But he disappears. So instead of wasting time trying to find him, I'm going to kill the Shors right now. He decided to show too much of his side, and he's punished for it. 14,000 points of damage and a citadel. The enemy Farragut pop his smoke, and admittedly I could have killed him as well. You know, I give you the whole spiel, go after the destroyer, they're more important, and then I don't fire. But I felt like he was disappearing. I didn't know when he would come back. I wasn't about to wait. That's the worst thing you can do, is assume a player will reveal themselves when you've got to use your DPS against the enemy targets. There's plenty to shoot. But the friendlies are able to follow up and take him out, of course. And he might have sent torpedoes. So I'm sort of on the edge. Friendly torpedoes will be coming in front of me, and I am already at my max speed, so I can't really catch up to him. And I was like, man, this battleship, he's directly behind the smoke. I could have popped my scout aircraft, and honestly, I probably should have. Looking back on it, you know, this guy was given an opportunity to basically angle away while nobody could engage him, and the scout aircraft most definitely would have revealed his position. We're taking fire from something behind the island, don't know what it is. I'm 100% on the New Mexico. The New Mexico does not have an upgraded hull. You know, he's probably got an A hull or a B. Well, let's be honest, everyone's got an A hull, but he might have a B hull. He certainly doesn't have the C hull. And it's looking pretty Soviet today, right? Oh, he's showing a perfect broadside in a Soviet cruiser. You know, there's few things in life that are more enjoyable than completely annihilating, and look at that dispersion. This should be so good. Really? Only 8,400? Only 8,400? I should have just killed him right there, right? He deserved to die. And we're gonna try. Unfortunately, there's an island in the way, or it's about to be. By the time I get to fire, he's gonna be protected by that island, and I was hoping, oh, is he gonna turn back? No, he's aware. He's aware. There's a Cleveland, and I could use my gun cooldown on the Cleveland, and it looks like he might actually show his side, and we just lead a little bit, we fire at the waterline. Oh man, baby! Took that guy out real quick. I wasn't expecting quite that amount of damage, 16,000. We earned Confederate there, and oh, the Molotov, he's still alive. Ooh. Friendlies, please take them out. Now, I did not use my damage control because it was only one fire. I can easily heal one fire. And the friendlies are doing exactly that. They take out the Molotov and the game ends. But that could have been our 5th kill. Either way, it was a great display. Confederate 4 kills, almost 100,000 damage done, 2,008 base XP. And of the 100,000, it's all AP. Because we were never within our secondary battery range. We never fired HE. I hope you enjoyed this game. However, it's not the only game. No, we have the other arpeggio of blue steel, Kongo-class battleship Kirishima. She has 8 356mm guns, 22 secondary guns, 34A defense rating, a surface detect of 16.2 kilometers top speed, 30 knots, total health 54,100. The exact same stats because that's what the Kongo battleship has. For my modules, I'm a bad player and I forgot. I earned the ship and then I loaded in. For my commander, I have situation awareness, faster turret traverse, and superintendent. And that's because the commander came with 6 skills right off the bat. We are on the map, New Dawn. I've been playing a lot of New Dawn. Obviously, these are low tier. I was also, working through the tier 5 requirement for the damage on the Arpeggio of Blue Steel missions on the North American realm. I would say this is the most enjoyable missions I've had to do. It's purely damage. You're not having to fight people for kills. You're not having to fight people for weird little objectives. It worked out pretty well and pretty cleanly. Not a lot of stress involved with it. The final requirement is that you are the top 5 XP earners on your team. And I'm going to be quite frank, I don't remember the last time I wasn't the top 5 XP earner on my team. I've probably played 3,000 battles, and I've probably been in the top 5 in 2,500 of those battles at least. That's just the way it works with me, so that's not an issue at all. I think it's really easy to be top 5 because there's so many players that either they don't go for the objective, they don't try and fire on a target that makes sense. There's so many things that you can do to improve. Oh, nice. Let's not talk about improvement. Let's talk about how we killed off that enemy cruiser very quickly, and that was very fun. We got a citadel on him, and yeah, there's just an enemy destroyer in the area. There's a whole lot of enemies over by A and B, but we're trying to get C and then maybe transition to B, and I'm of course going to engage any ships that I see. And this Phoenix, he looks like he's turning right into the torpedoes. I decide to fire. Oh, he takes a big citadel. Thankfully, I fired because the torpedoes would have reached him, but my shells do reach him, and we finish him off with a 4700 citadel. And as I continue to go for C, there's obviously an enemy destroyer on C, and I'm working my way towards it. And I was considering the Farragut. Obviously, I want the closer destroyer, though. The Farragut is not an easy target. So we're working our way around the island. We're finally ship detected, not just aircraft. That tells us we have good line of sight in order to engage, and I'm just rotating the guns, and okay, he's going to move away. The prediction is that he should be right in the path, and he is right in the path. We take him out. 3 for 3 with our kill shots, basically, right now. And we're able to capture C. Nobody's on B because anyone who was is dead. The game appears to be working out pretty well, even though I also forgot to load premium consumables. This is basically as if it's the first line in World of Warships for you. You're playing, you don't have any credits because you're just buying the ships, and this is how you load it. You can't load in modules, you can't load in premium. Let's see how well we work. Now, obviously, my skill level is much higher than the average player coming into it, but premium consumables and having the modules loaded into your ship is not the be-all, end-all super buff that a lot of players make it out to be. It certainly is nowhere near how World of Tanks ends up working out. You just load in premium ammo and you fire at a target that you cannot penetrate, and you find success, and I don't like that. Hopefully they move away from an ammo that just makes you better. I think angling, the positioning, all that should really matter. And I think World of Warships does a great job in showing you when you can take advantage of an enemy's mistake. And, oh, sorry, Kamikaze R, I didn't mean to. I really hate it when I accidentally get in the way, and I, of course, apologize. But yeah, the only premium consumable I would say is a huge asset, especially for like a battleship or a cruiser, is the damage control one. That one is just so useful because it comes up so much more often to protect yourself, and we get, oh nice, 5,300. Of course, he's barely alive. He's barely alive, guys. Come on. Just shoot him dead. Please, just shoot him dead. Now, I'm trying to keep an angle against the battleships north of my position, and of course, the Farragut. Ooh, let's take out that battleship. And nobody's able to take him out until I do. And it's really weird, right? 114 health. You just need one shell to make contact. So I try and angle against the torpedoes and slow down, of course. And we're doing pretty good. Now, we have not an ideal scenario. I have basically gotten 4 of the 5 kills. Now, obviously, I didn't do all the damage to those targets, but I have finished off most of the targets and done significant damage to all 4. But our team is still down, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to recover. So, I've got to think about, how do I recover from this situation? Well, I got to find a target that's willing to make a mistake. And to me, making a mistake is showing a broadside to an enemy. And I am able to get okay damage to the Haruna. Got an enemy Kongo. Man, there's arpeggios everywhere. Who to take out? It's basically the 3 Kongo class versions of it. I could go after the guy in front of me. And what I end up doing is realizing he has already fired, and I want to re-angle against him and maybe take him out. And I don't want to run into the friendly destroyer. I try and slow down enough that I won't immediately slam into him. And we let out a waterline shot, and we do 12,000 points of damage. Oh, big shots. No. But what can I do? I can't continue to go into 3 enemy battleships. I have to get somewhat good angling and somewhat good positioning to continue the fight. The Clemson is a brave, brave soul. He is revealed running towards the enemy New Mexico, and we know the New Mexico, right? The New Mexico has a lot of guns. It's got 12. You don't want to deal with 12 guns in a destroyer. It doesn't matter that it's a battleship. He's going to do a ton of damage to you. And I continued the process of killing him. 9,700. And I am hoping that the torpedoes will have the range to reach him. And I think they do. I think they actually do good. We take out the New Mexico as a team. Good job, Clemson. The other 2 enemy arpeggios are in pursuit. Or maybe they're retreating. They have the interest in using their guns. I'm not going to allow them to easily do that. And we have to look towards B. We have to try and consider taking B away from the enemy. Otherwise, we're going to lose, even though we trade 1-to-1 pretty efficiently. And one shell hits the target and it ricochets off. It's okay. The Clemson has smoke, though. We're not revealed. There's an island plus that smoke in the way, so I could freely fire and freely angle my ship, which is great. This is when battleships should reorient to be in a position to take on an enemy effectively with both your guns and your armor. And I did notice that there was an enemy cruiser in by B. I would love to engage the enemy Cleveland, and yep, here he is. Okay, he's got a pretty good angling. He is moving slower than the average Cleveland. He's trying to engage the friendly destroyer, the Gnevny, the neutered Gremyashi. Not quite on the level. I would say it's probably a 3 or a 5 compared to the power level of a 10 Gremyashi, and it's not tier 10, it's tier 5, but it might as well be tier 10. It's that powerful. But that doesn't matter right now. What matters is we got 3,300. The Cleveland's still alive. I do have my back guns. Kirishima is also incoming on the southwest side. So I have to consider that. I have to consider just how much damage is out there. Friendlies are continuing to assist, and we land a little bit more damage. Unfortunately, it doesn't kill him. And I'm really hoping this is the kill shot. Ooh, Ognivo. My. Another enemy Soviet destroyer that can't really hide. Oh, we got 3,700. No Citadel. The friendly Gnevny, man, he is overextended. We need to help. We need to help very quickly, and I'm very much aware. So I've got an idea of what I want to do. I want to use my front guns on the Ognivo. He gets lit up, but he actually puts it out. So it is good that I engage. Oh, 15, wow. What? Oh, come on. Are you serious? We missed. Our friendly is dead, and I have to wait for my back turrets to rotate. Oh, please don't disappear. Please don't disappear. I just want 3 seconds. Come on. Just give me a chance. Are you kidding me? Let's take out our frustration on the Isokaze, okay? Yeah. This is what you get for supporting your teammate. Yeah. There we go. Confederate 2K. Front guns are ready to go. We just need to change the hull positioning slightly. And is this going to be the kill shot? It doesn't look like it can be. Nope, nope. We still need to hit him up. I still have enemy battleships. They're all Kongo-class battleships. So they all have range on everything. That is the scary thing with Arpeggio Kongos. Remember that. They all have great range. Okay. Full stop, full stop. He's dead, of course. We take one in the nose. That's not ideal. The friendly Clemson is taken out. My counter, the Kirishima, is full life, and I don't like it. He's looking right at me, so we lead him. And, maybe the accuracy is going to be good. Oh, the accuracy is definitely good. 11,000 points of damage. I can't afford to pull a Notser in this moment. We still have a chance, okay? It looks grim and dark, but we have a chance. And I reorient as quickly as I can against the enemy, and he misses all his shots. I also pop my scout aircraft, hoping that I'll get a quick peek at the enemy Cleveland, and incoming shells, leave me alone. Aha, we see the Cleveland. We fire. Only the back guns will be able to get him. Is it enough? Yes, it is. And we earn Kraken Unleash. Ah, it worked out. Ah, the Ognivo. 15 life, huh? You were pretty brave there, my friend. With 15 life, I would not show my face ever again. And I don't want to run into the friendly. That would be really bad. So we've got to be able to rush to the island to block the enemy battleships that are on our northwest flank, but also engage this target. Did we hit him? Yes, we did. We did the 15 life. I can't believe he survived with 15 life. The friendly Haruna is a little aggressive. I realize we do need to capture the point, but we cannot throw our ship away, and I'm going to try and continue to get on the other side of this island and engage. Now, this could have been a mistake, but I don't know what else I could have done. I was going rapidly in one direction. I can't really turn in quickly. I did try and make sure I have the angle to take out the destroyer. I didn't want to get too close so the destroyer could use his torpedoes. That would be bad. We notice that the enemy Kirishima is pulling a Notser, and we try and get citadels on him. Don't really do anything. 2,800 points of damage. Is this how this game's gonna end? Just, we've worked so hard. And we've done very little, honestly. But we can still help take out the target. The friendly Kamikaze, he sent out his torpedoes before he was killed, and that's good for us. Is it enough, though? Yes, it is. Enemies taken out, a waste of a salvo. Oh, man, I wish I could have that back. I wish I could have that back. But you know what? I might actually be reloaded before I can even engage this target. And I think he's very much aware of my intent to go around the island and engage him. You notice someone tried to fire, but they didn't have the benefit of accuracy. So, of course, it hit short. And, yep, he definitely wants to fire on us, so we try and angle as quickly as we can. He's rotating his guns, We engage at the waterline. We're angled pretty good. I don't know if I could have done better there. I mean, yeah, we're showing a lot of our side, but we kind of have to. We kind of have to get all 4 guns at the waterline to take out the target, because there's not a lot of health or time left in the match. I don't have an option here. The friendly battleship, somehow he was able to get all the way back and behind an island. He can't engage any targets. So it's up to us. Is this the kill shot? We got to take him out. Kill shot, kill shot. Nope. We've got one more shell. It has to be able to take him out, and honestly, no! It's not even going to make it to the target. Ah. The game was good on our part. The team just didn't show up, I guess. We earned Confederate Dreadnought, Kraken Unleashed, 6 kills, 100,000 points of damage, 1,344 base XP, almost beating out the enemy team that won the match. So that tells you we would have scored very high. All my damage is AP, and that's to be expected. The arpeggio missions are very fun this time around. The ships are fantastic. Of course they are. They're Kongos. Hope you enjoyed both of these games. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.